All right, this is the third and last video for Shark Shark. We created the word up here in labels, in a list of labels, and now we're going to play the actual game. So to play the game, you type the letter in here, you hit the guess button. So double click the guess button, and we're going to start by creating some variables. You'll see what they're used for later. You have dim C and dim flag. Flag I set to 0. So we're going to do a loop. We're going to loop. We're going to set use C as our loop control variable, and we're going to loop to the length of the word that was typed in, right? That was called A, the word that they're guessing. The length of that word minus 1. The reason why we're doing that is because it's indexed from 0, right, to the length minus 1. If the word's pizza, that's 5 letters. We would go from 0 to 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the first thing we're going to check to see if the letter they guessed, right, was correct. So if W dot element at C, at index C, right, equals what they typed in, text box 1. And remember, just do all lower cases for this project. All lowercase letters for the word and for the text box 1 dot text. So if it equals that, right, remember the letter is in there, but it's got the same background, same color as background color. So if it is, right, I'm going to say W dot element at C dot for color equals color dot black. So we're going to actually, you're actually going to see it now, right? Change for color to black. And I'm going to set the flag to 1 here. So we know that they got it right. I'm going to raise that flag. Why am I getting an error here? Text box 1. If W dot element at C equals that. All right, well, we'll deal with that later. Hold on a second. And so we're going to loop through each letter, and we're going to see if they got it. If they did get it, then we're good. So now I'm going to say if they didn't get it right, I'm going to say if flag equals 0, right? And remember our logical operators and or. If the flag is 0, meaning they didn't get it, if they didn't get a letter that was in the word after going through this loop, and num guess is less than 10, right? So we're going to give them 10 chances to get the word, right? We started num guess at 0 at the top. If that's the case, oh, I got too many S's in here. Right? First of all, we're going to increase the num guesses, right? Num guess equals num guess plus 1, right? Meaning they have 9 left before they, and we're going to put the guess into the guessed letters into that. Now label 3 should be in there. I don't know if you put a label 3 inside that group box. We're going to have to go, we might have to add a label 3 in there. We're going to concatenate and text box 1. Now we need to make a variable to store the thing in the letter in text box 1. We're just going to say text box 1 dot text every time. Right now, did we make a label 3? There's a label 1. There's a label 2, and I think we need a label 3 in here somewhere. Let's drag a label 3 in there. Oh, no. Delete. Oh, okay. Label 3 was in there. So I might have put this together before. So if you don't have a label 3, put a label 3 in here and make it make the text equal to nothing. Right? Drag a label over here, should say label 3, and make the text equal to nothing. Don't make it invisible or anything. Just make the text equal to nothing. Right? And you're not going to be able to see it after you click out of there. So that's why I wasn't getting an error message here, because I already had label 3 in there. But I don't think we did it in the first video. So go ahead and add that in there, and then you're good. So we're going to add that to in here, the letters guessed. So the person playing knows which letters they guess, so they won't guess it again. We're going to say picture box. So if they didn't get it, we want to move the fin of the shark over. Well, what we're really doing is we're changing the picture. Picture box 1 dot image is now going to be image dot from file, and then a quote C colon, and it's going to be users. Now for you, it's going to be student. See, student downloads. Right, for me, it's going to be, in my case here, it's DR. You're going to have student there. And we're going to say, the name of the file, and you haven't seen this before. Remember we named it Shark 0, Shark 1, Shark 2. We can actually concatenate to make the name of a file. So we're going to say shark, right? And then we're going to say quote. And then we're going to add, where is it? Ampersand. And we're going to say num guess. Num guess is now 1. So we're going to put shark 1 in there is the image. And then we're going to concatenate. Got to finish the name of the file. Dot JPEG. Dot JPEG. JPG. Right? Again, don't forget to change this DR to student for you guys. And that's if they don't get it. Right? That's if they don't get it. Okay, well, if they do get it, we're okay. But we want to reset the flag, to back to 0. So when they go back, it's not going to remain at 1. Now, what we have to do every time they guess, right? We have to check to see if they won or lost. And here we're going to check to see if they lost. Which means, right, they didn't guess the word and they are at the maximum number of guesses. We're going to say dim d as integer if num guess equals 10, right? That means if they got to 10, then they're screwed. They're going to get eaten by the shark. We're going to say 4. Now we also want to check to see if they're on guess number 10. We got to see if they didn't guess the word yet. So we're going to say for d equals 0, 2, and then again a dot length minus 1. Right? I'm just going to see if all the 4 colors are black. If they are, that means they did get the word. The element at d dot 4 color. I'm sorry, we're making if they didn't get it, we're going to show them what the word was. We're making all the characters 4-color black. So if they didn't get it, we're going to say this was the word. So if they get the num guesses 10 and they didn't get it, right? This means they didn't get it. Checking to see if all the 4 colors are black means they did get it. So we're just, at this point, they didn't get it. And we do that, and then we want to change the picture box to you lost, or whatever picture 10 is. I forget what the picture is, but picture box 1.image equals image dot from file. And I'm going to go up here. I'm going to copy this in here. Equals image dot from file. I got too many of those there. And that's going to be Shark 10 right there. Don't forget, you're going to change this to student. Right? In this case, we could put Shark 10 in here because we're not looping it. So we can just say Shark 10.jpg. And we're going to, button 1, we're going to disable the button so they can't keep playing. Would it make sense? Equals false. And that's the end if. So that's checking to see if they lost. Here's a good place to put comments here. Like we could put a comment here. Comment, you could put REM, or you can put a little single quote. Check to see if they lost. So you learn about comments, but you're not really using that much. You just did one to see what they look like. And the next thing we're going to do, and I'm going to end this video now because it's getting to be 15 minutes. I have to keep them under 15 minutes. They're going to have 2 videos to watch today. And we'll continue in the next video. So remember to save it, and I'll see you in the next video.